It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. She off your mind. What you sound like me?
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic, and if we talk, na 500,000 they go sama us call am hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people wey dey spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. This one not dey off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Can he dey touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be dey holla say dem want the power. Chai, dem be promise us say we go get light and power. Dem hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. This one not dey off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Person wey dey do evil no wan make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too dey talk. He too dey talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he dey hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Poor man pikin, dey the street, dey hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. This man not dey off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun la wa mo, la mo do 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 do. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun la wa mo, la mo do 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 do. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. Once again, this is Maiyegun Live.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Share the broadcast, invite your friends. Tonight, we are just going to give it a follow-up, to our earlier broadcast today. It's about the youth gathering in Lagos for the endorsement for Tinubu, a money paid for mobilization for the crowd in order to massage the ego of one man, the Bodilon landlord. So I'm going to go deeper on that tonight. But there's something said by Bishop Kukah. I will share that too. Share the broadcast.
And yes, we like Lórí YouTube. And yes, we like Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Àyẹ̀sùnra ìjọ ìgbádìyẹ. Àyẹ̀sùnra Presido bá rúfin òru. Àyẹ̀sùnra gómìnà gbówó jẹ.
Tell them and share the broadcast. Good evening to you once again, and you are welcome to Maiyegun's Diary, Politico, the Temple of Truth. And tonight, I welcome the brethren into the Temple of Truth tonight as your General Overseer worldwide. I welcome you in the name of truth. However, where should we start from? Tinubu, why do you want to be president? That's most questions that's the main question that most people are asking, apart from those who have already ruled him out. They're like, Tinubu, why are you running for president, to be president of Nigeria? Hear him.
Yes, I want to be president. For what? Is it for Eba? Is it for Gary? Is it for beans and Dudu? I want to be president for you. Drive me there. We feel your angers when you are angry. I don't blame you. The promises of the past have failed to realize that you build the future from the onset, from the kindergarten. We cannot continue the lamentation of the past. If you have no PVC, if you have no revalidation of that PVC, you don't know whether it has expired. Yeah, don't forget that there is expiry date or even on your cash points. So go and revalidate the cards. Those of you who have not registered must go there. You can't be part of 1.4 billion people on Instagram and have no card. For God's sake. We cannot continue with excuses on NEPA failure. No nation can make a development, rapid development, without electricity. Give us that. And if we cannot be successful, yes, you can abuse us. But you cannot give us erratic electricity that is undependable and then blame us again that we are lazy. No! We have enough gas to fire up our electricity. We can supply the rest of Europe with gas and we can make money. Money long time. When I started, we used to pick dead bodies on the street. Today, Lagos is one of the cleanest, one of the most progressive states. Yeah. We deserve your clap. Some of you would not have been able to sit for WAEC if not for the payment of WAEC fee by our government. You are a beneficiary. Clap for that. And you must vote. If you vote for that, you can create the path for free education and the university level. We can build a new Nigeria where prosperity will not be isolated and limited to the family of the poor. We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
So that was what they mobilized the young people to go and plead with to come and be their president. The man that continued to refer to a permanent voter's card as an expirable card, telling people what is now permanent about the card if it is called PVC, permanent voter's card. The last time he made such a statement, he came back to say it was wrong. And then he withdrew his own statement. Now, that is the statement he said to thousands of young people mobilized from all parts of Yoruba land with money, of course, to go and beg to be their president. A dement. And he's also the same guy who said that unemployment at 33%, 33% unemployment, that is 33% of Nigeria population. Then today, the number has now grown to over 45%. People will tell you, they will say, generally, more than 80% of Nigerians don't have real job. That is why they used to say employed and underemployed. You will see graduate riding Okada. You will see graduates working as a primary school teacher collecting 10,000 naira. He will still claim to be employed, but he is not different from those who are not employed. It was this same Tinubu. After they brought the lies of 2015, we will work with you, Loriro, to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. Lie. This was 7 years ago. The same man is now older and then weaker, medically challenged. And even in that, the calamity they brought here, the guy said, with 40 to 45% Nigerians who are now unemployed, thanks to APC, Egbekegbe, 45% unemployed. And when you were listening to him, did you hear him taking a dig at Buhari? Aha. It is also part of what I wanted you to hear. In his address, addressing the youth, he spoke on the erratic electricity. For the first time in 30 years, Nigeria National Electricity Grid, whatever, Electricity National Grid. Nigeria National Electricity Grid collapsed. The entire 200 million population, 774 local government areas, 36 states plus the Federal Capital Territory, the head or capital of Nigeria, slipped into darkness for hours. And it is not the first time, not the second time, not the third time, not the fourth time, not the fifth time, probably the sixth time under this rogue. So Tinubu admitted that Buhari has failed. He may not tell you, among those that he will be parading as his own disciples, the Isaleiko Barack Obama. I'm talking about Idumota Albert Einstein, Fashola, Inspector Fashola Holmes. That was the guy they made a super minister after his tenure as a governor of Lagos State. He became a super minister, minister of darkness, potholes, and homelessness. That is Fashola. Under him, Nigeria electricity grid collapsed 3 times. And electricity generation and distribution also collapsed up by 48%. That means they didn't add a single megawatt to your electricity in 7 years. Your electricity generation plants, they are old, obsolete, and poorly maintained. Therefore, for 7 years, they added 0 megawatts to your electricity. So Tinubu admitted to that, the failure of Tinubu, Fashola, Buhari, and Pastor Ruga. He also said something about job, unemployment. That was when he said he was going to give 50 million youth the job of protecting Nigeria by becoming vigilantes to chase the Fulani terrorists and the Boko Haram. So gradually, even though it is so obvious that this is Buhari Pro Max. Buhari Pro Max is what Tinubu is. A disaster waiting to happen, save for those who knows that their bread will be buttered if they can shout, on your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate, we shall stand. Meanwhile, he also mentioned something about Lagos. I be no be the same Lagos again. Tell me, if you are watching this broadcast, where are you watching from? Lagos, Abi? This Abi Koshe, the same Lagos, the cleanest city in the whole world. Lagos. That is one of those bare-faced lies that many of you are living in. Living in that denial, you are living in a slum, and you know it. Even though so many of you are proud of it, right? But you should never, ever, as a responsible or reasonable person, consider Lagos anywhere near clean or safe. In this international survey conducted by one international body, and this survey had to do with cities all over Africa, safest cities and the worst city to be in Africa, safest places and the worst place to raise a child. Ladies and gentlemen, Lagos kuku pop up on the survey. Lagos is the worst place to raise a child. Lagos is the worst place to grow up. And what many of you call being smart is just struggling within the slum they created. And you know one thing about the slum in Lagos, it is like a bucket of crab. You know, when you have crabs in the buckets, and you have millions of crabs in a bucket or thousands of crabs in a bucket, definitely, right, there will be some crabs that will struggle up enough to get to the top of the pile. And when they get to the top of the pile, they will only survive by relying and resting on the shells of those who are underneath them. You see, the few crabs that manages to be at the top, they consider themselves better off, not choked off in the midst of the millions of crabs underneath. They consider themselves better, right? In the process, there are some crabs who are also going to manage, as they are already at the top, they can climb and jump out of the bucket completely. Only a few will jump out of the bucket eventually, because as more people jump out, the height of those crabs will continue to reduce. So they maintain it. Not many will jump out. That's exactly what the Lagos that you have, the reality of your Lagos. it is a slum. It is a place where you pretend to be rich because at least you have a generator, which is better past your neighbor. And if you are fair enough, to show that you are rich and better off, you may actually start building a house. And then to show that you are actually rich indeed, in your own inner sense, when you are building that house, you know what? The government won't give you security. The government won't give you electricity. You will have no health care. There will be no education provided. So as you are building your own place, you are considering building them yourselves, Abi? In the process, the government is not going to give you water. The government is not going to give you electricity. You will provide them. So now, an average person who has been inside that heat of a bucket called Lagos, and this manager to climb up to some level, those are the people who believe that they are living in Ajah, they are living in Lekki, they are living in what other posh area do you have in Lagos? All those funny places, yeah? That you consider the rich places. So that is where when you make money in Ajegunle, you started feeling like, no, my status no befit Ajegunle again. I am supposed to move to somewhere safer for my family's sake. Just like the crabs in a bucket. That is the Lagos. And you see that Lagos is a mini Nigeria. Do you get that? A mini Nigeria that can also be put into the context of what Nigeria is. But let's stay in Lagos that they created. You have no water. You have no waste disposal system, no reliable one, right? You have no good motorable roads. You know that. As the rest of Nigeria, as they are suffering from poor electricity supply, you are suffering from the same in Lagos. And you are, Abi, as the rest of Nigeria are battling with insecurity, you are battling with the same there, right? You are just like crabs in a bucket. So when you are at the top of the bucket, forgetting the other crabs that you are climbing upon to climb up top to climb, yeah, you begin to feel like you are better off. You begin to feel like you have an opinion as long as it suits the people at your current level. That's when you say you are now middle class. But when you look at it very well, you are your own local government in that same Lagos. You are your own vigilante in that same Lagos. You are your own, when I say local government in this case, you provide your own electricity. You provide education for your children. You provide your own health care. One single health crisis can make you sell off your properties. And then suddenly, Mr. Rich Man, Mommy Rich Woman, suddenly everything is gone. Even though they will tell you the reason why you lost all your properties, the reason why you lost all your savings, the reason why you lost all your life investments after falling sick is because some people who have been against you all your life, they have finally got you. Now they have taken away your everything. They decided to punish you, so you will need to go and see a spiritualist. But what they didn't tell you is this. In a system where Tinubu is Lord, where he's saying, clap for me, clap for me, clap for me. Look at what we have done when you know they've done you nothing, Abi. Now, if the system is working, you know, no matter the kind of health crisis that you may have, you know you will never have to sell your property just to get well. Do you know that? If a system exists, even within that your legacy, it doesn't exist. Drinking water. Lagos State is considered the land of aquatic splendor because Lagos is surrounded by water. But Lagosians, the city where the cart butchers, people selling water in jerry cans, where some of you don't even know where they are bringing the water from, but at least you need water to do some things in the house before you go out, Abi. And you are living like that. Some of you who want to pretend that you are better off, you have dug your own boreholes. What they didn't tell you is that Since the failure of government to provide you water, we no get any meal. Lagos no get water. Nothing. If you want to know their failure, just take a tour to Ilukweju. Go straight to Oshodi. If you have a chance, cross over to Bagada. From Bagada, cross over to Shomolu, Bariga. From there, join Onekpan back to Ikorodu Road. Start going straight to Surulere. Enter Surulere suburb and see how people are living there. All the big boys, big girls on Instagram. All these fine boys, fine girls, and slayers everywhere from Lagos. My friend, Lagos is better than anywhere in Nigeria. They are there. They are living inside slum. Some of them, one small rain, like some, they will have to carry their mattress, put it on top of their wardrobe, and everybody will have to stand on their bed overnight until the water finally, draws away. They are big boys, big girls. They attend parties every now and then. They look happy every now and then. But go into those suburbs. If you finish from there, anywhere where you want pass, if road day, manage and cross down to Mushin. All right. From that Surulere to Mushin, if your journey fit take you straight from Mushin again to somewhere along my 12, my 2. Go to my 2, then that's where you will see the real Lagos. So that's start going to my 2. When you get to my 2, from before you even get to my 2, take a detour. Because once you get to my 2, you'll be going to Ajegunle. Many of you know how Ajegunle is. It's the same yesterday, today, and forever. The poverty center, the where you will see the real thing, where people are living on dump sites in that same Lagos. So I'm still talking about water now. Then you can now take your tour down straight to Okoko. From Okoko, pretend that you are going to Agbara and see all those, how people are living there. First Stack. Oh, you would have passed First Stack. If you have a chance, you can just stop by in First Stack too. Ask them. They all fence their own. Everywhere is fenced in Lagos. They said they are having estates. That's another funny name they have there. That makes them pretend that they have a kind of a better life. From Face Me, I Slap You, sharing one toilet by up to 50 people, in the same building. And, everybody coming out dressing nice and all of that. 20 people inside one room, living like prisoners. That has become the nature of our people. They were supposed to be different, but they are not. Now, when they take all the money from there, they decided to go and start, instead of providing water, instead of providing electricity, instead of providing roads, instead of providing basic things that are policy-backed, things that are not in deceit, in proxy, things that actually exist, policy-backed things, not owned by them, funded by government money, but they are owned by them. I am not talking about that. So they took the money. They will take the money from everyone. Agbero will collect his own. Bambi, everybody shall collect their own from everybody every day. Hard life. Rather than use the money to invest it in the people, invest it in housing, invest it in so many other things, because of what they are making from Lagos, they decided to go and start claiming land from the sea. Now that same Tinubu, who started, they said that Tinubu started BRT. Did they tell you that the same BRT, even though they used Lagos State's name to raise the bond, which is like borrowing money to start a business that is owned by Tinubu's cousin, in which everybody believes that is owned by Tinubu. So Tinubu's cousin wants to own transportation company. He has no money. He went to his own uncle, Abina Egbon, Tinubu. He couldn't give him money. He was like, you know what? Don't worry. You come here. Fashola, we have a plan to do this Lagos plan for Lagos bus commuter story. So they had to use Lagos name to borrow the bond and gave the money to Tinubu's cousin. So you have BRT. That has every government backing, but it was just a conduit pipe owned by them, not Lagos State. Every time you talk, they will tell you it's not owned by Lagos State government. It's a private company. Is that what they tell you? It is owned by them. They took your money to claim land from the sea. When you are drinking from the gutters, you are drinking from the gutters. That's what we say. And then they can boldly come around and say, Lagos State is the best because I have been in charge of Lagos State. When are you going to tell yourselves the truth? It can be annoying, but not to many of us who have been doing our best to tell you that they can lie to you yesterday. They've always been lying. But getting away with the lies is because you allowed them. Listen to it again. I have something else I'm going to share with you.
Yes, I want to be president. For what? Is it for Eba? Is it for Gary? Is it for beans and Dudu? I want to be president for you. Drive me there. We feel your angers when you are angry. I don't blame you. The promises of the past have failed to realize that you build the future from the onset, from the kindergarten. We cannot continue the lamentation of the past. If you have no PVC, if you have no revalidation of that PVC, you don't know whether it has expired. Yeah, don't forget that there is expiry date or even on your cash points. So go and revalidate the cards. Those of you who have not registered must go there. You can't be part of 1.4 billion people on Instagram and have no card. For God's sake. We cannot continue with excuses on NEPA failure. No nation can make a development, rapid development, without electricity. Give us that. And if we cannot be successful, yes, you can abuse us. But you cannot give us erratic electricity that is undependable and then blame us again that we are lazy. No! We have enough gas to fire up our electricity. We can supply the rest of Europe with gas and we can make money. Money long time. When I started, we used to pick dead bodies on the street. Today, Lagos is one of the cleanest, one of the most progressive states. Yeah. We deserve your clap. Some of you would not have been able to sit for WAEC if not for the payment of WAEC fee by our government. You are a beneficiary. Clap for that. And you must vote. If you vote for that, you can create the path for free education and the university level. We can build a new Nigeria where prosperity will not be isolated and limited to the family of the poor.
I know it didn't make any sense. I just thought you should listen to him, so that when it becomes your president, then you just have to deal with that. That's what you have to deal with. I've not got anything to lose, I don't think, except if I just don't want to be selfish and remember that we have people that are going to be the victims of all this nonsense. All those ideas, why are they not the same ideas they said they had when they said the APC Egbekegbe was coming? So what happened to those ideas now? Now Tinubu won't come bobo you again, and then you as a Yoruba man, They've destroyed education, destroyed everything. Look at those. If you are in school right now, if you are a young person, if you have children who are currently in the university or they are in their secondary school and all that, or some of you have children who are in school, who are still in school, and you have some who are already graduate. You know the reality. The number is going to continue to grow and grow. The poverty is going to continue to grow as well, because the same characters like this will continue to talk, and sometimes you'll be lost and say, is he talking about this same Nigeria, Sha? They will say anything, just anything, to have that power. I know people are telling you that if you don't vote, they will bring themselves in and they will still do what they would do. What a cheap blackmail. If you are not going to be part of any of this, you have to make a statement that you are not going to be part of it. And you don't have to do it violently. Those who have been voting for them, there are those who are so passionate about them. They will fight you. They will become your, they will do anything just to defend them. But you see the poverty, you see the destruction, you see the ruinous government of Buhari. They are sharing in it too. So let them go and vote for them. And let the number of people who are no longer interested continue to grow. There's already full voters apathy. Some of you may say, because me as I am now, I am somebody who love equity. Okay? I don't like being the same people that I am actually exposing in order to enlighten ourselves, never to be like them. I am not one of those who believe in this idea and the intimidating idea of no election. Just same way we are fighting to have our own right never to be trampled upon, which is right to self-determination. And in this life, right is a very, very delicate thing, where you have your rights. And where that your own rights stop, there starts someone else's. Which means, if you want your own right to be respected, you must never trample or call the bluff of other people's rights. Right? So, instead of no election, which is so popular among many people, no election, no. When you say no election, that means you must have the capacity to either legally stop it or violently stop it. I will support a legally stopped election, which means everybody, all parties will have to obey the court or the law. But I won't support a violent no election, No, I'm not saying that all of you are saying no election and all that, but this is what I understand about it. Said, many people are already staying away from the election. Many people have already shown that the electoral system in Nigeria is so fraudulent that it is a pure waste of time for a long time. And it is called voters' apathy. And that is something that should be further encouraged until that their election will lose all relevance. You can stay away from not participating. That is called boycotting the election. So to you, no election for me. Anybody who won't go do election, it is their right. You should never say, if they see you go for any election, we will deal with you. That is you becoming the same people that you are trying to run away from. They said, if anybody say, break up Nigeria, you must arrest them. They are criminals. They are this and that. Now, if you now say, if anybody goes out there for any election, we need to fight these people. We need to stop them. Violently means you are trying to tell other people that their own choice of choosing election is unacceptable to you and it must be the same. So compare both. So they are sad that, for example, IPOB is sitting at home. Some of you may not know or may not fully understand the effect of the compliance for people to sit at home and get used to that. On the day of election, politicians need people to validate the election by coming out. So if they have enough people to come out, they don't need all of you. They just need few people to come out for validation. So if you come out, all the available numbers of registered voters who didn't come out is their own window to lift the number by thumbprinting for them. But without you being there, it won't make any sense. Do you get that? So when you now sit at home or you boycott the election, to you are exercising your own rights. They will be begging you. That's why they are begging. When you say, I don't have anything to do with the election. Listen, I'm telling you that statistically, from 1999, the voters and the participation, those who have been participating in Nigeria election, they have been reducing. Even though the numbers of people who have been registering to vote, they have been increasing. Which means many people are registering just to get the voters card, because some of them are also government workers, and some of them in their own workplaces, they needed to have a proof that they register and they will vote. So every 4 years, as these criminals continue to fail, more people are losing interest in their election, and it continues to lose its value. Under this APC, Egbekegbe, for the first time in Yoruba land, Yorubas are going to boycott the election in a massive way, because the other Yorubas are also going to stand up to go and validate their bosses. You know who are those that will still go out to validate? They are those who are always going to make their campaigns. But you see, when you weaken a system from within, when you manage to get people to understand the power that they hold, that they freely or ignorantly given to these rogues that comes every 4 years to promise them the same thing they've been promising them for over 20 years. When you make people understand that power, and they take it back, it is more potent and effective than getting a gun if you want to decimate the political oligarch from any region in Nigeria. Though it is tricky, but it is quite potent, I'll say. So Tinubu and gang, they have been living what is called a mirage, and they have been benefiting from it. They have never really been genuinely challenged in Yoruba land. And that is why, conveniently, until he will probably lose his memory totally, he will continue to live in that world that he has indeed served the Yoruba people, and he also deserved, as he said, for his lifetime ambition to be president of Nigeria. That is his own ambition, and it is his own right. Just like many people are saying, instead of not participating in the election, choose another people to stop them. Don't choose anybody. Don't choose anyone. Don't go and join them to validate nonsense. Our own person, Omoyele Sowore, was on this platform, and he told us, he said, PVC is poverty validation card. That no sensible person should be campaigning or mobilizing for any election. Rather, they should be demanding for the probe of all these criminals who are all covered in this their bloody immunity, that they should be stripped of those immunity, punished for their crimes, before you can then decide if you want to have any election or not. Unfortunately, just few days after that, our own person, Omoyele Sowore, declared to run for president again. As much as it is now a mixed taste for many of us, but to most of us on Maiyegun's Diary Political, when we said we are not participating in their fraudulent election, And we are not going to encourage anybody to participate in their fraudulent election. You have lost nothing. You have gained nothing when you participated in their election. When you even voted or you did all that, depends on which part you've also participated in. You've realized that it is all lies, all deceit. And we realize as well that even if you have a good intention, the system is rigged. It is so rigged that even if the entire youth in Nigeria vote for you, the system will make sure that that vote never see the light of the day. It is how rigged it is how rigged the system is that many of us have said it is a waste of time, waste of resources, but we respect their opinion. We respect their decisions. And I told my friends here, and I told you, I said, listen, if any of them come around to have a chat with us, right, what you should be prepared to do is to just ask them what changed. That's what I'm going to ask Omoyele Sowore whenever it comes on to Maiyegun's Diary Political. What changed? We have all kind of, we've screened the system. We have seen how rigged it is, from registration to electioneering, to election accounting, and even to your tribunal and the rest of them. It is rigged. It is a waste of time, waste of resources. Only them who have looted the system will always have the capacity to rig one another out. You stand no chance, even if you have a good intention, as we speak. So part of saying people have their rights, and we will respect that. But as for us, on Maiyegun's Diary Political, I won't say all of us, because I have the Revolution Now members of Maiyegun's Diary Political. That's what I'm going to say. For majority of us, participating in their fraudulent election is a waste of time, waste of resources, and most of the time, waste of lives. So we would then have to encourage other people, especially in Yoruba land. We would then explain to them what we know. That no matter what they tell you, they don't have the capacity to deliver such. If Tinubu's influence that many of you brag about, if his influence couldn't make Buhari and his gang to agree to a proper and a true federalism, which is what Tinubu told Yorubas, true federalism, Yorubas managing our own affair, doing our own things, building our own rail line, building our own electricity grid, building our own healthcare system, building our own education system, funding them with our own resources. Doing all of these are the examples and the advantages of if true federalism is ever practiced in Nigeria. But that was what the progressives from Yoruba land promised us in 2014. And they called many of us enemies who don't want Yoruba land to progress. Number one, they are going to be number two man. Number two, they are going to get true federalism in Nigeria. Number three, you are going to get a state police in Nigeria. And number four, Yoruba land is going to benefit from one refinery a year project of APC. And then they also said that our children are going to benefit from 1 meal a day in school. What they didn't tell us is that our people are going to become people who are going to be struggling to have 1 meal a day. Their children are going to have to go to bed hungry, right? So we need to let our people know this, that no matter what they tell you, listen, they don't have the capacity to change anything. If their influence couldn't change Buhari for 7 years, number two man in Nigeria is a Yoruba man, and he's been there for 7 years. Not a single time did they say he had a fight with Buhari because he was asking Buhari for true federalism, because that's what Yorubas want. That's what will fix Nigeria, Abi. At least if you say you want to fix a country, if you say you are doing your best to fix a country, shouldn't we see you even trying? Shouldn't we see what you are doing to show that indeed they are trying to fix a country? What they have in Nigeria is just, it's just like the vultures feeding on their carcass of the dead and all that. So nobody pushed for true federalism. Since they didn't, the Alimajirinism that these jihadists brought, that if nobody didn't tell the Yorubas, the Alimajirism is now what is being enshrined in the Yoruba land. It is scary, even if you don't understand. So, all thanks to Tinubu. So we need to also let our people know all of this. If the sacrifice they are going to make is to heal from the 60 years of lies by letting them know that if they don't participate or honor their rallies, if they don't participate in their elections for a good reason, they would delegitimize whatever nonsense they are doing. The Biafrans are ready to sit at home on the day of election. Trust me. Okay? They are ready. And they are likely going to do it. And that is why the PDP are doing the human job for APC, Egbekegbe, by blackmailing IPOB, because they know that they are the only ones who have the capacity to tell over 60% of the Biafrans on the day of election never to go out and vote, and they will not go out and vote. Trust me, they will not. You see all those social media vuvuzela's paid by PDP to blacklist and blackmail the IPOB. They are not doing all of that for no other reason but the election. So if the in Yoruba land, we educate our people enough to know that participating in the election should be by your choice if you understand the information at your disposal, okay? Don't say no election. Don't say no election, okay? They will do their election whether you want it or not, right? If they want to do the election, they will do it. If they want the military to take over in the next few months, they will do it, right? But when they say they want to do their election, she should be by choice, right? Let our people know why. Before now, they have no idea why they are not participating. There are already a base who don't participate, they don't care, it's none of their business, right? So most of those people, they have refrained from participating in their election anymore, wasting their time, because they have seen that it's a pure waste of time and just a pure validation of the same rogues and criminals. But we need to now make them see why staying away this time around is even more crucial, important, if they sense the danger that the Yorubas are going to boycott the election. As I'm saying this to you right now, this is a very easy sell message. We are going to boycott the election. Don't say no election, okay? If you say no election, you would agitate an average Nigerian. Tell them, as they are campaigning to force you to validate the fraud, because let me tell you this, it is a rigged system. PDP, they know who is going to be their candidate. APC, Egbekegbe, as you are watching this video, they know who is going to be their candidate. The deciders, they know who is going to be who. When they are done with their fine-tuning, with their back pushing and the rest of that, they are going to present you with two demons from the two demonic camps who have no other things for you other than death. A system that gives you no real choice is not different from a death sentence system. Then you would have to choose between PDP or APC or Omoyele Sowore. So it will be that tight. And then you will have to choose, they will say choose between the devil and the deep blue sea. So they have a way of narrowing down your choice. As loudmouth as you are, as intelligent as you are, as understandable or whatever as you are of politics, these old rogues, they work with the system and the system work with them. They will work everything out and they will present you these two choices. That means wherever you run to, you are not running away from them. They will give you what you want if they have to, but it is just on the face value of it. So what does that tell you? You want to run away from APC? You want to run to PDP? I mean, not from PDP you want to run away from and run to APC. Are you that kind of naive? You shouldn't be that naive. Right before your eyes, they campaign to stop corruption in Nigeria. If APC Egbekegbe comes to power, they came to power only for the people they told you are the most corrupt criminals who have destroyed and ruined Nigeria to start jumping ship. And before you know it, they started carrying flag, the saint flag of those who came to jail criminals. Last, they have dinner together. You will then use during the rain, in the sun, in the night, and so many times some of you actually had some accidents trying to bring these rogues to government because of what they told you. Right before your eyes, you are now watching the people they told you were thieves, were criminals, who ruined Nigeria, who stole Nigeria blind, who caused Boko Haram. Now you are watching them inside your APC, Egbekegbe. They are now your leaders in APC. PDP members, they are now your leaders in APC. Now, right before your eyes, they are cooking again. And now they say they want to, you and I are now looking at PDP because PDP can come back and do what? And help you do better than APC. Because you have blacklisted some APC people you know. Same way you blacklisted, same way the Buhari idiots, the Lagos Abobakus, the same way they blacklisted some of the PDP thieves in 2014, 2015. Now today they are doing dinner together. They are doing the campaign together. They are doing their marriages together. And the Buhari idiots are just watching with surprise. Last. Buhari can't forgive thieves. The thieves, so people, governors who stole money when they were governors. And they used the money to become senators, right? To hide away from law. In that same corrupt Nigeria, they still use their law. After 11 years, they sent them to jail. Paid lawyers, paid their many appearances, everything for years. Only for Buhari to free and pardon them. Joshua Zaria, the former Plateau State governor, Jolly Unyame, the former governor of Taraba, people who stole billions, the money meant for the development of their people, as PDP governors. So when APC, Egbekegbe came in, they were already standing trial for corruption. They quickly decamped to APC, Egbekegbe, so that for protection. But last, the court sentenced them to jail. 10 years, 15 years. They spent 2 years. Buhari don't forgive them. Tomorrow, you will see them on the campaign trail. They will be campaigning for Mr. Integrity Nigeria. How Buhari made Nigeria better. Are you not the joke on them? See, are you not the one that is the joke? Every time you jump up and say, you are the joke. So when they say they want to rescue Nigeria in PDP, so you think it's just to get rid of all these current rogues, Abi, so that you can welcome in another new rogues and you can start your prayers again, Abi? Well, it doesn't work that way. You can stay away from this fraudulent election because before election, with the insecurity level in that country, election should be the last thing for now. In fact, regions, states, governors, every one of them who care about their people should be calling and demanding for a national conference where they have to discuss the existence of this Nigeria. Since it is everybody who wants to be president, how many of you remember this Adamu? He wants to be president too. Listen to him.
Divisions in Nigeria as diversionary, which has further thrown the country into crisis, begetting various wars the country cannot contend.
What was the result of these divisions? The result of these divisions is that so many children cannot go to school, so many mothers, ours, cannot go to hospitals, our roads are now blocked, we cannot be able to travel, our businesses are closed, our youth are becoming restive, they are carrying arms, they are killing fellow Nigerians, which are in the military and in the police. Meanwhile, our police also, who are our Nigerians, their fellow youths are also killing the other youths that are termed as terrorists or bandits or killers. This is not the country we wished for. And why have we found ourselves in this situation today? We did that simply because we missed the foundation of establishing a state. And the foundation of establishing a state is building a united, prosperous, greater society that will benefit the children that are born today and the person that is being buried today. That is why I, Adamu Garba II, do solemnly stand in front of you here at the very center of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Where I am sitting now is the right center of this country to declare my solemn oath to you in the holy month of Ramadan, while I am fasting, in the holy month where we have the sacramental resurrection of Jesus Christ, to declare to you my intention to run for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in the coming 2023 election.
At the clown be that. That is the Adamumu garbage, the second. Do you hear him there? He said our youth that are being killed by police because they call them bandits, the Boko Haram. Our youth. The Olori Buruku is the guy who justified the Lekki massacre. And he also justified the shutting down of Twitter in Nigeria by Buhari's government. Sadly, or let me say, should I say funnily? Funnily. The clown, the weary, declared to be president of Nigeria on Twitter. He took his other clown members, clown crew, and he took them onto a mountain in Abuja. Yeah, to save Nigeria and build a prosperous Nigeria. Àwọn wèrè dédé. Yémi ló máa ń sọ kíní kan, yémi ní àké, nǹkan mi téèyàn bá pẹ́ láyé ń gbà mí gan-an, wọ́n ní apẹ́ láyé ojú ẹ̀ ò ní rí bi. Ìkan ló máa fọwọ́ mú bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Tí ò bá jójò tó rọ̀ tó dẹyẹlé pọ̀ má dìyẹ. Ṣé yẹ kí ni àwọn máa ríru àwọn nǹkan báyìí? Àwọn ilé yẹ ká máa wò wọ́n lórí TikTok ni. If we have our own, if we have our own Yoruba nation, in Yoruba land, we were supposed to be watching these kind of guys, all these guys declaring to be president of Nigeria, including Tinubu. We are supposed to be seeing them on TikTok. And then you'll be laughing and say, which kind of people, what kind of country is that? Well, you are in Nigeria, you'll be seeing the clown. Diwere also took himself to Babangida. Babangida not too well as well. Even Babangida self-shock for the Adamumu garbage, the second.
Four objectives, which is economic development and political and security development. And also in the area of reformation of the civil service, we intended to ensure that especially the office of the SGF is manned by somebody that is coming from the intelligence community. Because the problem we have as a third world, if we don't run a mission economy, it is going to be very difficult for us to be able to succeed. We have to define our objectives very, very clear. We have to define our plans very, very clear. And then we pursue this objective diligently so that we can be able to bring about the needed changes. And of course, the world used to run as a kinetic power. Everything used to be hard power. But with the coming transition that we are seeing today in the world, everything now is coming back to soft power. You have transition from the hard energy, which is fossil fuel, to more soft energy, which is renewable energy. We have to be able to integrate ourselves into it. In fact, just a little before yesterday, I was at Mambila Plateau. We went there directly to see at Baru Fall, to see how the place was neglected so much and all the potentials around it. We have to even pay to get access to the documentation that actually will warrant that place to produce the 3,050 megawatts of electricity that is required. Huge potentials, but it's being wasted. And this is the largest hydroelectric renewable power plant that we have in sub-Saharan Africa. So we have to see how we can integrate that and bring it back into life. And of course, now that we are moving into decentralization from extreme centralization.
Sorry, guys. Adamumu garbage the second. Even Babangida was like, it was to live into your law. Huh? Shiroro. Maybe you don't hear about Shiroro Dam, Shiroro Power Plant in Niger State. You remember that? Shiroro Dam, which also provide electricity through the Shiroro Power Station in Niger State, is now controlled by Boko Haram. They have been controlling the Shiroro area everywhere for the past 2 years. Now them, the people in that area, local government everywhere, now them that they pay tax to. Adamumu is talking jargons. Babangida is there like, oh, maybe say a day at the way to where they go come carry me go IDP camp too. Because the OT self, we don't understand. It won't worry. It doesn't be about maybe to be your president. You just don't want to be president too. Now every 4 years, the way they declare, they are just one of those mess around that you have that is their right to. Don't forget to. But I mean, we're not supposed to be seeing guys like that. We're just supposed to be seeing them on TikTok. And some of you will be wondering, what is he saying? What's he talking about? You'll be acting like you'll be foreign. From Yoruba nation, maybe we'll have our own accent, Yoruba accent, like that. I will be like, you know what I mean? I'm just joking. We're not supposed to be together in the same place because we're not supposed to be together in the same place. We shouldn't be kind of be traumatized and be punished with characters like this. Over 10 million people are living in IDP camp in northern Nigeria. And as we speak, nobody gives a damn about them. But election is coming. The people in IDP camp vote. They are those who are the victims of terrorism in northern Nigeria. People who have escaped, who have lost family members, lost their properties, lost their homes and everything. Abandoned by government. They're on their own. In northern Nigeria. But do you know those who are making people homeless in eastern Nigeria? They are not terrorists. They are not terrorists like those who are burning people's homes, kidnapping people, and killing people in northern Nigeria. The ones who are making people homeless and turning people into IDP, refugee camps in eastern Nigeria, in Igbo land. They are no other people than the Nigerian police, the Nigerian army, the Nigeria DSS, and so many of all these security agents of Nigeria. You want me to show you? Maybe today is Easter. Today is supposed to be the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ. And not be Isa, alayhi salatu wasalam. Now today, Jesus rose. They said, he's not here. He's risen. Is that, I don't even know. Now, different language. He rose, he rised in, and all of that. I've read all of that on social media today. To the point that even myself, they confused. So, he's not here. He's risen. He's rising. He's risen. Pardon me. Now, today, go, Jesus rose, or risen, or risen. I beg, make you no cut and can't go take and do me more. I'm just trying to bum you up. Anyway, it was meant to be a special day. Today, the Nigerian soldiers, the Nigerian police, look at what they are doing in Olu. So that you understand the kind of terror. And when they say unknown gunmen, there is no unknown gunmen. It is your government that is unknown gunmen, unknown government, unknown criminals. Today is supposed to be Jesus' day. This guy is not getting any kind of regard or respect. First, watch this. What life looks like in Imo State when we tell you the occupation, the Nigerian army occupation of Eastern Nigeria, and that every news they are dishing out to you are nothing but propaganda in order to make you justify or validate what the crimes they are committing in Eastern Nigeria. Look at this. Easter Sunday. Now, as they fire and shot, right? No, nothing. No, people in their homes, oh. But the moment they saw that people were looking at them, they came down and they shot into the house. Now, you know what will happen? If they did, I mean, if what they did there, if they shot and kill 2-3 people, the next video you are going to see, they will say unknown gunmen, unknown gunmen. Unknown IPOB. Do you see how it works? Now, let me show you what they also do. This also happened in Olu today in Imo State. Before they say, unknown gunmen or IPOB did it, the Nigerian army. Turning Biafrans to homelessness. They are turning them into homeless people because the carnages they are wrecking in the north by the terrorists is being carried out in the east by the uniformed terrorists. Watch this.
Hotel Popular Ukwake Island Guest House have been raised down by Nigerian military forces. This morning, they have been shooting since morning, shooting and killing innocent people, bombing people's shop and properties. That's what we witnessed today. So we are not happy. How can government deploy his security agents to destroy people celebrating their Easter festival? We are in a sad mood. This is what we experienced this morning. Since night, nobody have slept this area. They will be shooting sporadically. Nigerian military forces shooting every damn thing they see, burning people's shop and property. That's what we see now.
So this happened on Easter Day, Easter Sunday. But they make you believe that the reason why there is insecurity in Eastern Nigeria is because of IPOB, unknown gunmen. I told you they know the gunmen. Look at that. That was people's home. People were living there. And they will tell you they are looking for IPOB. They are looking for ESN. They are killing people in their sleep. And then they are blaming the people they are killing for their death. Imagine getting killed inside your own house. Then the military, the police, they take your body and display your body as an unknown gunman, unknown gun woman. Your family can never claim your body again. Because I wish I could describe the gory things that I have been sent from Eastern Nigeria. I wish I could display many of them for all of you to see. It's just that if I have been doing that, probably there will be no Maiyegun's Diary platform for you to even listen to me. I haven't even done all of that. They are suspending me here and there. They are like, censoring me here and there. If you see the carnage of what they are doing in those communities, Imo State, Olu, Osu, and there is another local government where they actually rejected, they protested against siting Ruga on their land. The next thing was they send the military there. They leveled the whole place, kill people as many as they could kill, bomb properties as they could bomb. People ran away. Many people are becoming homeless in Igbo land, but they are telling them to blame IPOB. They are telling them to blame ESN. And it's convenient, isn't it? Even when the people are saying, these are not yes, these are military. This is done by military. They did it in Obigbo, in River States. Now, PDP lapdogs on social media, they are asking that they should give the Biafrans the same wicked treatments, which is kill as many as you can. They will run away. That's what they do. They burn their properties. Innocent people, just to spread fear. And once they finish, they send their media to bombard you with lies. I can't share some of those things they send to me all the time. I can give you an idea just to make you understand, give you a snippet, just peeping, see what it looked like. That is what life is to an average Biafran in Biafra land today. Politicians are sending criminal thugs, after one another. There will be serious political assassination, all for 2023 and beyond. Because this is their season. Do you know who they are going to blame? IPOB. Do you know who you are going to believe? You are possibly going to believe them. Because some of you don't even know how media manipulation works. Do you understand? If you know what they are doing in Eastern Nigeria, the number of people they are picking up and making them disappear, some of you will leave social media for a while. If they are ever shown to you, if this data are ever displayed to you, I'm talking about real data now, not manufactured fake picture. No. Some of you will have to leave social media because some of you, your mental health may not be able to carry it. So the fact that we can tell you to imagine what it is like is quite scary too. Do you get that? They commit the crime, they control the report, and then they control the narrative. So you and me will begin to discuss if unknown gunmen is good, if unknown gunmen is bad, if you know what I mean? Because they can tailor the narrative. Now people are now saying IPOB is too much. They are like pretty much pushing it. And that's why people say, Maiyegun, thank you so much for what you do. And when people say that to me, I actually feel it. Because everywhere you turn, it is all pure lies, propaganda. The victims are never allowed to tell their stories. When they try to, they are further silenced. Unfortunately. Just like when they killed 465 Shiites in Zaria in 2016. They killed human beings, children, women. They shot armless people, 1,460 something people killed. And they then took their bodies and buried them in a mass grave in Kaduna. Guess who supervised that? Buratai the butcher, Hell Rufaya of Kaduna. Guess who sanctioned it? Buhari with middle finger. He sanctioned it. He commissioned. They killed them. They are troublemakers. And nobody has been held responsible for that. Amnesty International pursued and pursued and pursued it until the Kaduna state government and Nigeria military now admitted. They said, no be 1,400 people we killed. Now only 440 human beings. I'm not joking. Go online and search for it now. Go online and read about the Shiite massacre in Kaduna and the subsequent follow-up stories. They finally admitted. They said after a few years, they said, okay, fine. Yes. We thought they are going to be Boko Haram, so we killed them. But we didn't kill 1,000. Not be 1,400 we killed though. We only killed about 440 or so. That was the last of it. The place they buried them, there was never an investigation to exhume their body and conduct an autopsy on those bones and see how they died. And then hold the people who committed that kind of a massacre, killing Nigerians, massacring Nigerians inside Nigeria, just like that, and no consequences, nothing. Rather, the person who did it got promotion. Trust me, he got promotion. And they do that all the time. They killed them in Zaria. They killed them in Abuja. And nobody is held responsible. Nobody, ever. No investigation, nothing. What they said was that they deserved it. They did the Operation Python Dance 1, Python Dance 2, Python Dance 3, just to kill young, old Igbos that they have tagged as IPOB members. And they did that, no investigation, and they are still doing it. Just like what they did with the Shiite. I don't know if some of you have seen this. Let me see if it's the same one. Hang on. In Zaria. I think it's the same one, okay? Now, look at this, and I am going to just play it for a few seconds because of the graphic nature of the video, okay? So viewers' discretion is advised, all right? I mean, all right? Meanwhile, there is nothing like blood or anything on the screen, okay? But these are the Shiites that the Nigerian police are trying to break. Now, watch this video very, very carefully. And then picture yourself. If you are not living in Nigeria, picture yourself getting caught up in such scenario where policemen are doing this with so much impunity. So whenever you hear that stray bullet kills somebody, maybe the person is not even like part of those who are there doing that procession and all of that. That's how they kill people in Nigeria. You can just be going on with your own trouble. Say, oh man, I need to get this job, man. Man, picking don't suffer. Bam! They don't shoot at me, don't die you. Stray bullet, eat them, they don't kill them, village people. It is a mad place, just like a mad house. I don't know how people are actually going to survive this if this continues for another 5 years. But many of you are already gearing up for another 5 years because it's next year that Buhari is going to disappear expectedly. And then you are preparing for another 4 years, making it 5 years. You're already preparing for that. But I hope you are going to also think about what I have shared with you and what I always share with you, based on why your decision should never be to validate a system that you know is rigged, or you want to do the abracadabra of maybe God will do so. Nobody is going to do anything. In fact, what Nigeria will make you do is to what? To blasphemy against God, right? I've told you that before. You did not vote for God. You are not campaigning for God right now. Okay? Stay away from it. Make it less and less legitimate. And we'll get to that point whereby indeed you would have come to that reality and feel like these people are just ruling you illegitimately. We did not even vote for them. Those of us who didn't vote for them are more than those who they said voted for them. So one day you will put an end to all this nonsense. And guess what? They know you are going to do it one day too. If they are not there though, they know you are going to one day rise up and then you're going to chase them across town. That's why they are not keeping their own loot in Nigeria. So if you start say your head, they do shakara, most of them, they will leave Nigeria for you. The people that you are doing, all right, sir, yes, sir, today, when you start detaching yourself from them gradually, yeah, a day is coming because they know that one day, one plug on spanner or anything will spark for your brain. You will chase them. They are getting them. They bought themselves a private jet. They can leave Nigeria anytime. So there are different mansions all over the world. They will leave your land for you and they say, yeah, bye, you. They will run away. Eh? Because they know one day some of you will come this way. Just exactly like this. But some of you are not going to do that one. Your own go come with a serious vibe and vibration. We would die here. You get it? You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. You are going to get to that stage, and they know. So how do we get to that stage? Is when people get to the point where they feel like, no, this whole deceit is absolute bollock. Stop that nonsense, Baba. Once we get to that stage, they will know the end is near. You need to take control, like Showore said, but you can't take control the way Omoyele Showore said we should do it. Not with this system. But however, I plan to take a few calls tonight. I don't know if you would like to call in, okay? But you'll give me a minute or two to go and make another tea. See, this one is empty. So to go and make another tea, when you also get ready. And then when I get back, I'll take few calls. So guys, let me remind you, by the way, our billboards are actually ready. So our people in Ile-Ife, yours is going to be ready tomorrow. And they are bringing two down to Ile-Ife tomorrow. Then some other two locations in Lagos that I'm going to keep to myself until they are up. They are also going to go up tomorrow or latest by Tuesday. Many people have shown interest in this awareness, this banner, and all of that. I love it. I want to see more of that. So there's no rush, okay? In our process of coming down to Lagos, for example, we discovered that Sheyi Tinubu, that is Tinubu's son, is in charge of billboard. I mean, he's in charge of the outdoor advertisement in Lagos, billboard, and all of those things. Okay, so and he is also the chairman of Lagos. What's it they call him? Give me the name. They have all this funny name. Publicity or being a public signage chairman is the one in charge of that department in Lagos. So they said we make a move, right? We made a move, right? So somehow they cut us. They are like, so we're gonna try it again. But this time around, when we try it, we're gonna try it in a kind of a larger scale way. So we expect them to take them down, but we are surrounding Lagos now. We are going through other Yoruba main entrance and the rest. Okay. So afterward, right, we are going to go in. It may not even be billboard that we're going to use in Lagos. It may just be something like the balloons. We'll just get maybe 100,000 balloon, which is printed with Yoruba Nation. I will just release them into the air, and it'll fly everywhere, all over Lagos, everywhere. People will see it everywhere. So whoever managed to capture one, they will keep it and say, yeah, I got one. People will start talking about the balloon. Yeah. So there are so many things we can do to pass the message. But when we get to that part, we'll do it. For now, we are testing water here and there. Okay. I was on the club. I was on Clubhouse earlier today, and it was indeed very fun. But I was kind of, I'm still so new to it, so I will still get used to it better, and I can meet other people on different platforms, groups, who always want to hear from me in their group, like a private chat like that. Where I can deliver and talk about things I know, listen to them on what they know, or on the things they know. We share our own views all together, build a community of people who are matured enough to have conversation around what they want. So all of these are all in the pipeline, and I think I'm up for it to the best of my ability. So I'll do my best. So my friends, right? Remember this: our fundraiser is still out there. You can make your contribution or your donation through the PayPal, or you can just make your donation through this link that is currently on your screen, especially on YouTube, right? You can use that if you want. And I'm going to start taking calls in a moment. So you're going to need to give me about a few seconds just to refill my cup, and I'll be back. Hello there.
This is Rodney from London again.
Rodney, sir. How are you today, sir?
We praise God, my brother. How are you?
I am surviving. I'm still here.
Oh boy. I don't even understand how people like you can see all these things that you see and you still do your best to hang on. But my brother, you are so energized and so blessed by God Almighty to do what you are doing. Sometimes I want to cry when I hear you analyze and speak, and when I hear the way you accurately choose the words to describe these people, to even call them, even the nicknames that you give them, they are just not normal. They are just like perfect. They are just clear. It's sad to see what we are going through. Me, it's just like to be asking questions like, how do you even think we can ever break away from this madness?
We will.
I believe with all my heart we will.
Yes.
I don't know how, though, but I've watched you. I've watched all the programs like for the past few days, and honestly, it just nearly brings me to tears. Tears of sadness and tears of joy at the same time. Sadness to see what is going on and to say, God, how are we going to get out of this? And joy to know that there is somebody who is there at this time right now that can observe and document in detailed form and actually be able to pass this message across. in such an eloquent way. And I say that it doesn't come from just learning. It comes from a whole passion from within. And I want to say, God bless you, my brother. I'm so encouraged by you. I'm so encouraged by your effort. I'm so encouraged by your faith that you can actually try. You can start from a very low. You believe that if we cannot eat the whole elephant at once, let us eat it little by little.
Yes.
And I stand with you. One day, that elephant will come down. Yes. May God bless you. May God strengthen you. See, before I call you,
yes,
I always have all these ideas. But when I'm on this phone, I just lose. I lose this whole things that I want to say because it's too much. It's to look at what you've been showing us from the east.
Yes.
How come? So can I ask you one simple question? Do you think that Britain does not see this? Do you think that the Western world does not see this? Don't you know that these people actually, they are the ones who support our Nigerian and our African government to do what they are doing? If these people were not behind them, we would have been free. I can guarantee you that if Yoruba nation, if Biafra should stand up, should say we don't want you to kill us anymore, if they would stand to say we want to fight Nigerian government, you will see these Western governments will give them money and ammunition to kill us. They will say we are fighting a federal government, and that is why I praise God for the wisdom of the Yoruba nation and the wisdom of Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafrans, that they can sit down and say, okay, now we understand where we are. Yes. We understand that these people have been given, they are gatekeepers.
Yes.
They are bondage supervisors. They are waiting at the gate. The people that are empowering them are watching them and they are giving them intelligence. Yes. They are giving them all sorts of counsel. They are the ones who tell them, stop shooting now, stop shooting. Because let's do it like this. They are the ones who are doing this. And they are the same ones that we are. You see, I heard quite a few times that they say, I want Yoruba. The people who fight, I don't know how they put it, they fight on their back, which means they are on the floor, but they are still effectively fighting.
Yes.
And I'm so grateful to God for that. God bless you, my brother. There's a lot to say, but it's just hard for me to express myself now.
It's always like that sometimes myself I lost in my thoughts because I've got so much going on and I want to say them at the same time. But somehow I always find my way around to get back to it. But
you do a fantastic job, though.
I know.
See, you said you will be in Lusham. You'll be in Lusham this next Saturday, you said. Please, where in Lusham?
I have been told that it's going to be Peckham. I think
Peckham, no problem.
I think where I'm going to stay is somewhere close to Lusham, I was told, right? But I am 100% going to be in Peckham.
But we want to know where we're going to be, what time, because I want to be there. I will be there by God's
grace. You told me you're going to be there, Rodney. You're going to see me. You know me, once I get to London, I'm going to let everybody know that I'm in London. I'm going to do live broadcast to say, yeah, I'm here, I don't land, though. But I believe that usually it's going to be in the evening time. By the time we make our way into London from Gatwick, then hopefully by 4-5 p.m., we should be settled enough to have people around and have drinks. I want to sit down and drink.
Brother, I will be. Me and my brother will be wherever you are on that Saturday by God's special grace. So,
bless you.
There's a lot, my brother. There's a lot to speak about. May God bless you. Let me give other people opportunity to. May God bless you. May God strengthen you. Let me tell you, when I look at you, when I see the cry from your heart, I just want to cry, my brother. And I thank God for you. I thank God for you. You are a warrior, and you are, and rightly so, a strong warrior. May God continue to empower you and strengthen you. In Jesus' name.
Amen. Rodney, sir, you stay safe and have a good one, sir. So I have another person on the line here. Hello.
And you are rightly. Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. Brother, how are you?
I'm fine. Good morning, Maiyegun.
Oh, good morning to you.
This is Paul.
That is Paul from India.
Yes, Maiyegun.
Please, Baba.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How is everything? I actually listened to you on the Clubhouse today.
Oh, did you? I think I saw you. I saw John. I saw Paul Ajayi, and I'm like, could that be you? I'm like, well, it's probably going to be it, but I had no clue. Everything was just looking strange to me there, but I just managed to just tag along.
I was also new. It was true you actually decided to join Clubhouse today.
Oh,
when you said you'll be speaking there. So I wanted to listen to what you were saying. I actually spoke after you left.
Oh, bless you.
Well, my thing, you know, everything is heating up. Everything is heating up in the next couple of weeks. And like you were telling us yesterday, because Maiyegun, sincerely, there's going to be carnage. And what I mean by carnage, I don't mean by blood, basically. I mean there's going to be so much propaganda, so much secrets coming out from every corner, every angle. And basically, the way things are now, the two heavyweights are also the Judas and the proposed Jesus.
Judas and the Jesus.
The proposed Judas and the proposed Jesus, they are going head on now. So the drama for the implosion is about to take place. It is about to begin. 30 leko. And funny enough, Maiyegun, it is now coinciding with when the billboards for Yoruba Nation are now being placed in strategic areas.
Yeah.
So you can see how God is even using your own hand to touch, to kind of on everything. Yeah. The thing is so timely. Timing yẹn ó ti wà pa jù. Ìgbà tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ drama wọn ni àwọn billboards yẹn wá ń yọ kiri. Ó wá ń yọ kiri. Wọ́n máa ń rí àwọn náà máa.
Problem wọ́n sìn yẹn ni.
Yes, so Maiyegun àti da petrol yẹn ó máa jẹ́ kí iná yẹn jó dáadáa, kó lè tètè collapse lé wọn lórí. So I like the way everything is playing now. It's playing out so well. Then a quick one, Maiyegun, I just want to emphasize on it. I think was it 2 or 3 lives ago,
right,
where we spoke about Showore. I've also spoken about Showore here before. Showore is like a brother to us. We love him. But Maiyegun, Showore ti àwọn kabu kan tá máa ń wọ̀ láti Òdògbólú lọ sí Agric ní Ìkòròdú. Tó bá tí kan bá break down lọ́nà, driver yẹn á máa wá colleague kan tó máa gbèrò tó kù.
Tó máa jà fún.
Kò bá jẹ́ half price. Bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. The Nigerian boss will break down and we will have no choice than to pick up Showore, that is our brother.
Yes.
Along. So please, let us not overreact. Showore is our brother, he's our son, he's our father, he's everything to us. So let's not just overreact. He will always come back. There's always space for those that will come back.
Exactly.
Yes.
At least we're here since 2019, right? Until we all said
yes,
we are no longer interested.
Ati bere láti kitchen la mati bere.
Tete ni o baba. That's even like way back.
When Maiyegun was in that small
kitchen, and we'll be here again. Oh, thanks, man.
Okay, Maiyegun, thank
nice
you.
one, baba. So, how's the family, by the way? Coping?
Yeah, thank you, Maiyegun.
Good one. So, here we go. I have another caller on the line. Hello, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Maiyegun.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir. You need to mute that broadcast so that you can hear me.
I don't want to miss anything. So I was watching you at the same time calling on the other phone. So when I got through that, I shut it down.
Bless.
Now, thank you very, very much for the past couple of days. I think those programs, they've been really, really hard. The kitchen was getting really, really hard. Are you with me?
I'm 100% following you, sir.
Kitchen wọ́n ti ń gbóná So whoever can't stand the heat, get the hell out of the kitchen. So, and another thing about the signboard or the signpost, they are really good. They are really good. I actually took a picture of it. I sent it to all my friends in New York, Baltimore. I sent them on WhatsApp like, listen, things are happening. Exactly. Don't be left behind. So as far as Oga Tole, the chief, Ati Shatabandu.
Right. Shatabandu, sir, right? In one of those billboards, right? We put it at the entrance to Ikene, and it is deliberate.
Okay,
today is
that's good.
Today is the 4th day. The signboard is still there now for the 4th day, and it's going
let me just tell you. Let me tell you a lie.
Tell me, sir.
There are some people in that area now.
Yeah.
They would dare anybody to take it down. Nobody's paying them, but everybody's fed up.
And you are so right. I have to say, even that one billboard, when they are erecting the billboard, right? People were parking. The person said people were parking their cars, coming down to take pictures, and they are saying, Yoruba nation, lele now. Kini Yoruba nation, lele now. Your picture, They were happy, and he said, people really love it too. People love it too. I said, it's just billboards. You don't know.
That's why every time Timba get through by, I will still ask people, please don't let us stop.
No.
Let's do it. Their rabbit, their hunter has been with the gun chasing the rabbit. Yes. It's about time the rabbit get the gun now and let the game begin.
Turn around.
Yeah. It won't be funny when the rabbit get the gun. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, the story won't be the same. That one is 100% sure.
No. They've been riding on the back of a tiger. Now they're going to end up in the belly of the tiger.
That's
enough is enough.
Thank you.
Today, bedroom, all the things you were showing was so depressing.
Trust me, sir.
It was like, I wish I could have a power just to go over especially the last one. Then that guy was just shooting.
They don't
care.
When
they had your
you're just going to read it in the news later. Two people got shot, mostly young people. They are the victims.
So when they have the audacity to pull over and approach somebody in their house, what are you looking at? Boom. A job.
That's what they
we have to go our separate way.
IPOB is disturbing Eastern Nigeria. IPOB is this and that. All those videos, they will always be proving them wrong. And I'm glad I laid my hand on them today.
We have to go our separate way. This is too much. It's way too much. I know. So thank you very much for everything you do.
Thank you, sir.
And thanks all the members, all the people that have joined, subscribed. Please encourage other people to do it.
Thank you.
This is a good platform, and we have work to do.
Yes,
we're not going to lie. We have a lot of work to do. Let's get on with it. Thank you, Maiyegun. Have a blessed day.
And you too. Thank you. I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello.
Oh, hello, ma.
Hello, good evening, Maiyegun.
Good evening.
Àdúpẹ́ gbogbo show yìí náà la máa ń wo àdè máa ń gbádùn ẹ̀ dáadáa.
Thank you.
Mo nísìnyí mo gbọ́ pé wọ́n ní ẹ sọ pé kíní àwọn bàálùm yẹn pé tẹ bá rí i pé wọ́n máa dà sílẹ̀ ní Èkó so that everybody á lè máa rí mú dáadáa.
Wọ́n lè rí àwọn awareness kankan tó yẹ pé ó máa ń go viral gan.
Ṣé kò possible tó jẹ́ pé irú bí Tinubu ṣe ń ṣe bó ṣe wà ní oníkan tó ń ṣe kíní tó fún àwọn èèyàn yẹn kéèyàn kàn rí kíní yẹn kó dẹ̀ dá sí àárín gbogbo wọn bẹ̀.
Ó possible 100%. Ṣé rí ẹ wo máa bó ṣe máa ń ṣe wọ́n máa fi báàgì ńlá kan báyìí tó máa fi gbé wá ní ṣẹ́gẹ̀t. Ṣé rí tó bá ti tò wọ́n sí stadium yẹn right níbi tó wọ́n ti wà tó ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wọ́n kàn release balloon yẹn ni. So gbogbo èèyàn ló máa wo òkè. Ló máa wo òkè. Wọ́n wá rí pé Yorùbá nation ló kọ sí lára. A lè ṣe.
Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ bóyá ká ṣe ni ẹ̀ even gan Ọ̀ṣínbàjò gan anyway bóyá ká wá àwọn team tó jẹ́ pé tó bá ti ń lọ àwọn team yẹn ibi tó bá ti ń lọ láti lọ ṣe awareness láti kíní wọn kéèyàn release àwọn bàálù yẹn sáàárín gbogbo bikini ẹ̀ ṣe mọ̀ pé kíní yẹn á tún jẹ́ kí gbogbo wọn wà á divert attention gbogbo wọn ṣe mọ̀. So gbogbo ọ̀sẹ̀ máa wò pé àjẹ́ kò mú káwọn wo nǹkan tó wà níbẹ̀.
Wọ́n máa wò kéní sẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn náà máa sọ pé don't look up. Na them all this Yoruba nation have started again. Don't look up. Nobody should look up. Don't look at the balloon. But people will look up, ma.
Gbogbo most of them máa dà sáàárín wọn àwọn kan máa mú. So àwọn tí ò gbọ́ wọ́n á lè gbọ́. So á tún ṣe àwọn èèyàn kù láti sọ pé wọ́n lọ kiri. So wọ́n á lè. Sọ̀rọ̀ èmi ní Ọ̀ṣun Ògùn gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n lè ṣe then another thing ni pé bóyá àwọn tó bá wà níbi irú Ìjẹ̀bú-Òde Ìjẹ̀bú-Igbó Ògùn Abẹ́òkúta tábàárà àwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n lè volunteer láti ṣe blue board yẹn ká ní àwọn team tó yẹ pé ibẹ̀ náà máa ti lọ máa deliver.
Bí ìgbà tó bá ká ṣe sílẹ̀ rẹpẹtẹ ń bì kan a kàn lọ máa kó lọ deliver fáwọn every I get yeah.
So tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹni tó bá wà ní Ìjẹ̀bú-Igbó tó bá lè volunteer bíi 2 3 kó rí káàkiri àti Ìjẹ̀bú-Òde náà tó wá lè tètè kárí gbogbo everywhere so awareness Yorùbá nation yẹn àwọn èèyàn á lè tètè mú so irú èmi ní Ọ̀ṣun àwọn ìgbèríko yẹn irú èmi làwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa ń wà lórí Facebook Bàbá Lẹ́kìtì ọmọ Lucas yẹn irú àwọn yẹn tí wọ́n tún wà wọ́n sọ pé ìgbèríko so wọ́n á lè ṣe kíní blackboard wọ́n á lè lọ kiri káàkiri ẹrú bàálù yẹn náà tó bá fẹ́ lọ campaign níbẹ̀ yẹn náà wọ́n á tún dá kíní yẹn sílẹ̀.
So many things bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ma. Lovely. Yeah. Thank you so much, ma. Just like Bashiman Solo program, you know, so new all suggestions. But change July. You are commanded to repay. I got to I mean, suggest 3 weeks ago. I'm so happy they are doing it now. So thanks so much for that, ma, for endorsing that idea.
Okay, I should go.
Kenny, nice. Take care, ma. Take care, ma. So, my last caller. Sorry, please, can you hang on for me for a second? Just a second, okay? Just a second. Hang on there. Now, what my caller was suggesting there was that we should consider using those marked printed balloons, right? Where we can be releasing them at their different rallies or when they are doing their campaigns. You know, apart from all this billboard awareness here and there, that should continue. But we should consider embarrassing them with, you know what I mean? So we can do anything. Somebody said, don't say anything you want to do outside. I mean, we are not saying we want to kill people now. We said they are campaigning, Abi, for 2023. We will also be campaigning against 2023, using every means to tell people that this one matters than that. Ask for a referendum, a new constitution, not a new president. Hello there.
Ekale.
Oh, Ekale.
First time club. Gbogbo ìgbà ni mo máa ń wò yìí mo ti wo ti àárọ̀ mo tún wo ti club yẹn náà mo tún wo eléyìí náà nísìn UK ni mo wà àdúrà tá à ń gbà fún yín ó máa mọ́ yín lórúkọ Jésù ibi tí mò ń lọ ni wípé mo ti dáwó lẹ́ẹ̀kan but mo ti wá miss account yẹn mo fẹ́ kẹ́ tún gbé sórí screen lálẹ́ yìí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí n lè kọ jáde mo tún fẹ́ donate.
Okay, màá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ right away.
Olúwa lọ́wọ́ ẹgbẹ́ tí ní ìwò yìí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ lórí tablet mi.
God bless you, ma. So that's a beautiful one. So motivate Soju screen, ma. So the batting time and everyone else who probably would like to make their own contribution through the bank. Yeah. The account is on the screen. God bless you, ma. Eshima.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, ma. So that's a first time caller, but a regular viewer. I have another person on the line. I think it's Princess. Hello there. Hang on. She's calling from Nigeria. And, okay. Princess.
Hello, Ivy.
Oh, hello, ma. How are you?
I'm fine, Anja.
I'm very well. Thanks for asking.
Good evening, Baba.
Good evening to you.
You did so great on Clubhouse this evening.
Oh, were you there?
Yes, definitely.
Amazing.
I was there.
I was scored, meaning the moment I made the announcement, all of you just moved, Abby. Because I just finished the whole thing and I saw 98 people following you. I'm like, okay, I think I should follow everybody back then. You know, I just did.
Hello, Durumbene.
Bless you.
Okay. Anywhere you go, we'll go with you.
I was scored, you know.
Very.
And how did it go? Battlefield.
Oh, okay. Okay. On a platform here, there are normal people there. Oh, we you know. We talk about let's go and start killing like you talk about. You know, I told you sometimes ago that it's a platform we can use.
Yes.
But there are so many people there. You just sit down and think that these people living in Pluto or someplace else, you know, it just doesn't make sense. Also, you know, when people talk sometimes, so that really makes sense, yeah? So that makes sense, then don't sorrow. And don't sorrow, borai.
At all.
And so people will be able to tell you if you're making sense or not. But so many people are adamant on the place. There is so much hate and everything, but it's a very good place. But if you want a very good mental health, you don't just go there. I've not been there this year. I actually clicked on that thing because you were going there.
I know.
I've not been on that platform this year. I haven't.
I feel like I was talking to a group of people, a group of people inside the hall, right? And I was to answer questions, and then they are probably going to pick from what I say. And I didn't settle down. I mean, I didn't settle down early, but eventually I settled, and it was quite interesting, I would say.
It made a lot of sense, but it could be very chaotic. You just see people sending themselves direct messages, planning to dismember themselves. So many people did last time on the platform here, man.
Yeah.
In the UK, yeah. In the UK, when you start threatening people and telling them you're going to dismember them, you kill them, you rape them before you kill them, you assume their dead parents and all that shenanigans, you know. So,
maybe we will
but
use
the
for
thing,
the good part for now. So yeah, go on, man.
yes, we will. We definitely will. We will. The killings, yeah, in the eastern part of the country.
Did you see that part?
It's something that, yes, I did. I saw it. You know, very, very appalling and all. But Maiyegun, do you think the international television organization or network, do you think they have those videos?
I can't say because I haven't seen any of them who actually is doing a proper investigative reporting in Eastern Nigeria.
Why are they not doing that, Maiyegun? Why have they quiet about it? No, why are they quiet about it? Why are they not bringing it out? Eventually, if everything should get chaotic, if everything should get out of hand, yeah? So bad there, you will see this mad set of people giving them back to back what has been happening in Africa. But are they broadcasting it now? No. They are not bringing it on. Then I can tell you like 75% that Ashiwaju might not get APC ticket. But on that party, me lo itimaron. You know, because what's the outcome of the meeting he had with the governors?
They said they wished.
We don't know it, Abi.
No, they said they wished.
They said they wished him luck.
Yeah, just they wished.
Maiyegun Yoruba people don't forget when people were begging this guy, yeah. Shongolere, when they were begging him about Amber gone, did he listen?
He stood his ground and he had his way.
When they were begging him about this Edo State guy that went on that PDP, show Bonnie.
No.
Good. And you see, Afeni Ferry, are totally against him, his ambition. Olufala told Ashiwaju and Baba Fasoroti, they pointedly told him that they don't support him. Baba Yoadebanjo has ever eaten his disdain for Ashiwaju. It is starting. In fact, his own health is a big challenge. Since he announced, that he will be running, it has been one mistake or the other. Maiyegun telling people to go and renew voters' card. Insisting he has capacity, to become the president, to rule. Why is he so power drunk?
It is his lifetime ambition. That's the only thing he wanted now. He's gotten everything he wanted in life, but just president. Let him have it.
Lifetime. Did you see the way he was calling president? President, no way. President. As if he told you. I want to be president. Sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo ẹnu ẹrù kọjá ní gbogbo ibi tó ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn olórí burúkú tó dà fìlà borí lálẹ́. Well, Maiyegun has said it, and I will say it again. The sovereignty of this country is for the people.
Yes.
And it is in the people of this country. Because a country where the youth were dying and Nigerian Television Authority was showing a cooking show. Cooking show, not show back on power and Lekki. Arise News tó gbé òótọ́ wá fún wa iṣẹ́ lọ́tún sanction àwọn yẹn tó ní kọ́ lọ sanwó. Then Ashiwaju saying he doesn't have a child tó fẹ́ run. Age téèyàn lè run for presidency nílùú yìí. Téèyàn lè run for presidency nílùú yìí is 35 years old. But he has a son that is 36. Yemi Osinbajo cannot be his son. That is standard. And a 65-year-old man, mi ò mọ reason tí gbogbo àfihàn kìíní. Sí, tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n Nàìjíríà ni mo fẹ́ ṣe ni. Mo rí reason tí Osinbajo fi lè run. Mo rí reason tí Kamilu Kompo kò fi lè run. Mi rí reason tí Sanyeri ò fi lè run. I don't see any reason why they can't run for office. But I'm going to tell Osin, yes, because àwọn olórí burúkú pọ̀ lórí títì tó fẹ́ run báyìí. Irú àdàmú tọ́lọ̀ máa bá wa dààmú yẹn. Tọ́lọ̀ máa bá wa dààmú tó ń jáde tó ń ṣe falafala wèrè tó yẹ kó rí bọ́ lórí àpáta tó ti lọ declare.
Lórí àpáta ayérayé.
Kátẹ́gùn fẹ́ wèrè dànù.
Lórí àpáta ayérayé.
Èmi máa sọ nǹkan kan, Maiyegun, I'm going to say something. You see, Yemi Osinbajo should have 2 robes, as he's going on this journey. The first rope, that's the rope we used to climb up. You see that same first rope, if they should have the primary by June, and Osinbajo was unable to win, he will use that first rope, to go through the back door to lie down at body law, láti bẹ̀ wọ́n bẹ̀. If he is able to win the primary, he will use that same rope to climb up. Do you understand what I'm saying, Maiyegun? You see, after climbing up, he should make sure that he does not lose to PDP. If Osinbajo should lose against PDP, Baba, you see that second rope, he will need it to do what Judas Iscariot did to himself.
Go ṣọkùnrin.
Yes. That is what he will need us to do what Judas did.
Well, you know the saddest thing is that àti Tinubu àti Osinbajo kò sí kankan nínú wọn tó tẹ̀ wà nínú Book of Life tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa yìí.
Maiyegun, ní kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣọ́mọ èèyàn máa ṣèdí bẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ ká lọ filẹ̀ kẹ̀ sídìí ọmọ ẹlòmíì ṣe báwọn wèrè tó dìde lọ́dọ̀ wa tá a rí pé wèrè tó ṣàṣàgbọ́n làwọn eléyìí. Ìbọn là ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọn yìí.
A ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọn.
A lè má rí bòdì. military tí ò lè bá Boko Haram jà lè sọ pé fellow Nigerians láàárọ̀ ọ̀la gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́ kíní Abacha tó ní all dissolve kíní kan all dissolve kíní kan House of Assembly all dissolve ó possible kò sí tí ò lè ṣẹlẹ̀ hereby dissolve kò sí tí ò lè ṣẹlẹ̀ ìlú yìí. Buhari go lè hand over power fún Tinubu. But tí Ọ̀ṣínbàjò ò bá wọlé kó ya mọ́kùn kejì kó ya ṣe nǹkan tí Judas ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ó ṣe nǹkan tí Judas ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kọ́ pẹ́tọ̀ yẹn wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ pé dáadáa. Àwọn èèyàn dúró àwọn western gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa wọ́n máa dúró pé ókè tó wáyé Tinubu rọ̀lù ní Tinubu ni ò bá wìn. Àwọn dàbí Awólọ́wọ̀ àtàkíntọ́lá it will go down in history. But what can we say, Maiyegun? It will make Yoruba nation faster. You know, let's just sit and work. Yeah, I am proud of what we are doing. Yeah, tó bá ń jáde, tó bá ń rí kíní yẹn, tó bá fẹ́ wọ̀ kẹ́nẹ́ wọn òbíire kó má rí we see it there.
We man call Jordan now. Why are these guys doing this?
Tinubu tó lóun fẹ́ wá ta gáàsì fáwọn òyìnbó olórí burúkú ẹ̀ tó yẹ kó mú sínú ilé kó fi gáàsì kó fi fíìtì wèrè pa kí gbogbo wa lè mọ bí tá à ń lọ Maiyegun. Bàbá gbogbo wèrè tó bá fẹ́ ṣe ka ìwo bọ́yẹ fẹ́ ṣe ná ó máa mú Johnny tiwa wà fàáta ni.
Ẹ̀yin sọ pé June from in another 2-3 weeks Emmanuel tó fẹ́ jẹ president candidate APC in another 2 weeks 2-3.
Àní ó lè má fún ọ̀gbẹ́ni ẹ̀dọ̀bọ̀dì yẹn sàálà tọ́lé Ṣàngó wíwì ó lè má fún ní tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì sẹ́ẹ̀. Ó lè dábẹ́ bòmí ló ti máa jáde but Yoruba nation it will come. It will definitely come. Lágbára Ọlọ́run. Well done, Maiyegun. Well done, Baba.
Thank you very much for your contribution there. I think I'm going to call it a night now. Our time is up. I managed to take a few calls. I wish I could take more, sincerely. But my time is up, and I will have to do this some other time again, okay? Thank you so much for spending your time or your evening with me. I want you to remember that, if you are just joining us, you can watch this from the beginning. All you have to do is just, just rewind it, they say, and you can watch this from the start. And if you have been with me from the start up till now, you can also just like the broadcast, drop your offering, subscribe onto my channel if you haven't subscribed, and I'm going to see you some other time. So, I think we just get on now to the part of saying good night to everybody. Stay safe, and I'll see you some other time. Bye-bye.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádùn yẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Igbó nìna kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹ̀rùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.